The biggest obstacles in life aren't always the ones standing in front of you. Sometimes, they're the ones living inside your head. The dangerous thing about lies isn't that they're obvious, it's that they sound reasonable. They feel safe. They become part of the way you think until you stop questioning them. That's why two people can have the same education, the same opportunities, and even the same dream, yet end up living completely different lives. One believes ideas that push them forward. The other believes ideas that quietly keep them exactly where they are. The scary part is that nobody teaches these lies on purpose. You pick them up from friends, family, social media, past failures. And after hearing them enough times, they stop sounding like opinions. They start sounding like facts. Today, we're exposing 7 of the most dangerous lies people believe without realizing it. If even one of these has become part of your thinking, it could be the reason you've been stuck longer than you expected. Let's get started. Lie number 1. I'll start when I'm ready. It sounds responsible. Why rush into something before you're prepared? Why take the risk if you still have things to learn? On the surface, this sounds like wisdom. In reality, it's often fear wearing a disguise. Think about it. How many people have spent years saying they'll start a business once they know enough? Or go to the gym once they have more free time? Or apply for the job once they become more confident? Months pass, then years. Nothing changes. Not because they lacked potential, but because they kept waiting for a feeling that never arrived. Here's what most people don't realize. Readiness isn't a requirement. It's a reward. Confidence doesn't show up before you begin. It shows up after you've survived enough situations to prove to yourself that you can. Every person you admire started with gaps in their knowledge. They made mistakes. They looked inexperienced. Some even embarrassed themselves. But those uncomfortable moments became experience. The people still waiting? They stayed exactly where they were. Imagine standing at the edge of a swimming pool. You tell yourself, "I'll jump in once I know how to swim." It sounds ridiculous, because everyone knows swimming is learned inside the water. Yet that's exactly how many people approach life. They want experience before experience, skill before practice, confidence before action. The longer you wait to feel ready, the more your future is decided by hesitation instead of courage. Lie number 2. Successful people are just lucky. This is one of the most comforting lies ever created. Because if success is mostly luck, then failure isn't really your responsibility. You can protect your ego. You can tell yourself, they were in the right place. They had connections. They had money. They had advantages I never had. Sometimes that's true. Life isn't equally fair. Some people absolutely begin with more opportunities than others. But here's the question people rarely ask. What happens after the opportunity appears? Two people can receive the same chance. One prepares for it, the other wastes it. Luck may open a door. Preparation decides whether you can walk through it. Most success stories look like luck from the outside because people only see the ending. They don't see the mornings when nobody believed in them, the weekends they sacrificed, the failures they never posted online, the years of quiet work that nobody applauded. Success often hides its preparation. That's why it looks effortless. The next time you're tempted to call someone lucky, ask yourself something different. What did they spend years doing that nobody noticed? The answer is usually far more important than luck itself. Lie number 3. I have plenty of time. No one believes this sentence out loud, but millions of people live as if it's true. They postpone difficult conversations, delay healthy habits, ignore their biggest goals. Not because they don't care, because tomorrow feels guaranteed. The strange thing about time is that it always feels abundant, until it suddenly doesn't. Children can't wait to grow up. Adults wish time would slow down. Somewhere in between, life quietly accelerates. One birthday becomes another. Friends move away. Parents grow older. The dreams you thought you'd chase someday begin collecting dust. The danger isn't wasting one day. It's convincing yourself that one day doesn't matter. Because one day becomes another, then another, until years have disappeared without asking for permission. Every person who's filled with regret once believed they still had enough time. That's what regret often is. Not pain over what happened, pain over what never happened because tomorrow kept winning. Time is the only resource you spend without knowing how much remains. Treating it like it's unlimited is one of the most expensive mistakes you'll ever make. Lie number 4. I need more motivation. This lie has become incredibly popular. People wait for motivation the way farmers wait for rain. They hope one morning they'll wake up feeling unstoppable, ready to work, ready to change, ready to become disciplined. Sometimes that feeling arrives. Most days, it doesn't. That's why motivation is such a dangerous foundation. It's emotional, and emotions are temporary. Think about brushing your teeth. You probably don't wake up motivated to do it. You do it because it's part of who you are. It's automatic. Imagine if you only brushed your teeth when you felt inspired. The results wouldn't take long to show. Success works the same way. People who consistently improve aren't constantly motivated. They're consistent. They've built routines that continue working even on days when they don't feel like it. That's the difference between people who admire success and people who achieve it. One group waits for the right emotion. The other relies on the right habits. Motivation can help you begin, but habits decide whether you continue. And in the end, your future won't be shaped by your best days. It will be shaped by what you repeatedly do on your ordinary ones. Lie number 5. People are holding me back. This lie is difficult to let go of because sometimes it contains a little truth. There are controlling parents, bad bosses, toxic friends, unfair circumstances. Some people really do make your journey harder. But here's the problem. The moment you believe someone else is fully responsible for your future, you also hand them control over it. Think about two people who grow up in the same difficult neighborhood. One spends years saying, "I never had a chance." The other says, "I'll find a way." Both experienced the same obstacles, but they told themselves different stories. The story you believe eventually becomes the life you build. Blaming others feels good in the short term because it protects your pride. If your situation is someone else's fault, then you don't have to face the uncomfortable question, what can I do differently? That question is hard. It forces responsibility. It demands action. But it's also the only question that creates change. You don't control where your life begins. You don't control every obstacle you'll face. You don't control what people say about you. But you do control your response. And your response has more influence over your future than your circumstances ever will. The people who grow the most aren't always the ones with the easiest lives. They're the ones who stop waiting for perfect conditions and start making progress with what they already have. The day you stop asking, "Why is this happening to me?" and start asking, "What can I do next?" is the day you begin taking your future back. Lie number 6. Small decisions don't matter. Imagine two people. They're the same age. They earn similar incomes. They have similar goals. On the surface, their lives look almost identical. But every day, one makes slightly better choices. Reads 10 pages instead of scrolling for 30 minutes. Goes for a walk instead of staying on the couch. Saves a little money instead of spending it all. Gets up when the alarm rings instead of pressing snooze. None of these decisions look life-changing. In fact, they seem too small to matter. But here's what most people miss. Life doesn't usually change because of one giant decision. It changes because tiny decisions are repeated so often that they become your identity. A single unhealthy meal won't ruin your health. A single workout won't transform your body. Reading one chapter won't make you an expert. Missing one opportunity won't destroy your future. The problem isn't one choice, it's the pattern. Patterns become habits. Habits become character. Character shapes destiny. People often overestimate what they can do in 1 week and underestimate what they can become in 5 years. Your future isn't being built by your biggest moments. It's being built by your most common ones. Every ordinary decision is casting a vote for the person you're becoming. The question is, who are you voting for every day? Lie number 7. Failure means I'm not good enough. This might be the most dangerous lie of them all, because once someone believes it, they stop trying. They don't apply. They don't speak up. They don't create. They don't risk. Not because they lack ability, but because they've mistaken one outcome for their identity. Failure is an event. It is not a personality. Think about a child learning to walk. They fall over again and again. No parent watches that child and says, "I guess walking just isn't for them." Because everyone understands that falling is part of learning. Somehow, adults forget this. One rejection, and they think they're not talented. One failed business, and they think success isn't meant for them. One mistake, and they begin questioning their worth. But failure has never been proof that you're incapable. More often, it's proof that you're attempting something difficult. Every person you admire has a collection of failures that nobody celebrates. The promotion they didn't get, the interview they failed, the business that collapsed, the project that never worked. Those moments didn't define them. Their response did. Failure only becomes permanent when you decide to stop learning from it. The people who eventually succeed aren't the ones who never fail. They're the ones who refuse to let failure become the final chapter. Your greatest mistake isn't falling. It's convincing yourself that because you fell, you should never stand again. In conclusion, the hardest lies to defeat are the ones that sound true. Not because they're supported by facts, but because we've repeated them for so long that they became part of our identity. Maybe today you recognized one of these lies. Maybe you recognized all 7. That's not something to be ashamed of, because awareness changes everything. You can't change a lie you don't recognize, but the moment you expose it, it begins to lose its power. Your life isn't shaped by one dramatic decision. It's shaped by the thoughts you believe every single day. Those thoughts become choices. Those choices become habits. Those habits become your future. So the next time you hear yourself say, "I'll start when I'm ready. I have plenty of time. I just need more motivation," pause for a moment. Ask yourself one simple question. Is this the truth, or is it another lie that's quietly keeping me average? Because the quality of your life is often determined by the quality of the beliefs you refuse to question. If this video made you see yourself differently, subscribe to NextWin Motivation for more deep insights into psychology, discipline, human behavior, and personal growth. See you in our next video.